Hello again, and welcome to another Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. This week we're on issue 49, which is continuing the dashboard wiring and seatbelts. This one should be quicker than last week's, but still a lot of fiddly cable bits. We are finally securing the cables that we attached last week to the dashboard and car body assembly we have going here. So that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started and put this off to the side while I get the package open. Okay, so mostly what we've got here today is fake cabling. A lot of these have fake connectors on the back ends, and those are going to be the visible parts. The other parts are going to go through the dashboard like last time and be secured with the little plastic clips. There's also two little seat belts, and that's what we're starting on, are the seat belt clips. There's a left and a right, and they're not identical, so I'm trying to figure out which is which, so that I can install those with two IP screws. I really don't know which way these go. The picture is not helpful. The only real difference is which side the little painted push label is. The tabs and the holes on the bottom are identical, meaning that on one side the hole faces one way and the other it faces the other. So basically, should that painted bit be forward or back? Well, I'm going to make the executive decision that the paint goes forward. No, now that I've decided looking at the picture, I think I've got this backwards. Because if I fold them the way they are in the picture, then the hollow side is up. The hollow side will still be up no matter what I do here. Doing it anyway. Okay, well, yeah, so I have no idea. You'll just have to, I'll live with it. Anyway, now on to the part that I thought was going to be the hard part, and apparently will be the just as hard part, which is all the wiring again. So I need to start with two different multicolored strands, and I gotta figure out which one. I need 49 D, E, and F. And I want the one that has the gray end. So one of these has a black fake connector on it, the other one has a gray one, and I want the gray one, which is that guy. I also want one of the black cables with a fake connector on it. There's three different ones. Two of them are small, and I want the larger one. And then I also want the red and black cable with no connectors on it. So we're going to take all of those with the non-connector ends, and we're going to pass them through from the underside of the dash on the passenger side. We're also going to get some other screws ready so that we can secure this. We're going to use one of these little black plastic bridges that I love so much. So this is secured for some reason with both an AP and a GP screw. I assume it's a matter of length and what it's going into. I'm going to try to keep these straight. Okay, so these go together. Pass through. It would be easier to put them the other way through. Okay, that was more fun than most monkeys. And of course I've messed up one of them already. So these are going to run sort of along here, and I need to secure them on the backside with that bridge. Which means I'm removing some of my tape from previously and hopefully not screwing everything else up in the process. Oh, easier said than done, as always with these stupid things. Okay, so I've got one side in loosely, and I hope what that will let me do is arrange all these other cable ends so that they will go through. Okay, well that is secure. Those cables are not coming out easily, which is good. Okay, now I'm going to take those two black hoses with the fake connectors and do something similar with them. Then I'm going to pass them through to a slightly different bracket. So those are also going to come out that way, but they're going to cross over. And I need one AP screw and the smallest of these brackets to secure it. Yeah, so that was fun. Now all of this is going to get looped together with a zip tie. We're doing that about there. And we're going to do another zip tie back past the seat belt. Okay, so that is that bundle of cables done for now. So, continuing on, I'm going to grab the remaining pieces we have, which is, I believe, just one hose and one wire. Yep. And we're going to attach these together, more or less along the length, using two more zip ties. Making me do this bundle ahead of time. That's an interesting change. It looks like about even thirds of the length. Yeah, good enough. Okay, now this is going to go through the driver's side, leave the connectors hanging out, and this is all going to be secured with another AP and GP screw set. And I think we're going to be securing all the other cables that went through the middle at this point too. Once again, I feel like I got shorted a piece, because I only have 2 things left and not 3. Anyway, so we'll continue. Okay, so this is going to come through from the underside. And then it's going to cross with all these other cables and get clamped on with AP and GP screws. Now I just have to pull all the wire ends into place. Well, I had everything in place and then I screwed it up. Get my spudger, push some of these cables a little more securely. Okay, so that's fun. So, I've only got 1 tab left and I should have 2. Once again. Never mind, it's still in the bag. I found it. Thankfully. Okay, so I do have 2 of these left. I just almost didn't. So we're going to secure the last 2 bits of wires that we left over from last week, and we'll be done. And I feel like this is the home stretch here, because I don't think there's any more of these horrible, horrible cables. And, you know, I appreciate detail and attention to accuracy and all that here, but man, I wish that these were done differently. These are a pain. Now, it helps some that since I've left this for a week and it's gotten relatively cold, a lot of these hoses and cables have kind of taken the shape of the route. They're not trying to spring back as much, but it's still a pain. Whew. So 1 more to go. Doing the last bit of cables from last week. So I've got to fix a couple of cables on top that I have inadvertently dislodged, but that is all the cables secured on the back, and that was a lot of work. Jeez. Next week we're on to the seats, so that should be a little less stressful. Yeah. Anyway, if you like what you see, please subscribe, like if you like. You can check out those other playlists, and otherwise, have a good one, guys.